Hi guys, referring to the practice, we're gonna start from the main straight lines of the project. So to do this, here in the top view, and then I sketch a square, I pick rectangle, and then in the option, I click on center from the origin point, then I sketch such a square like this. And for controlling the dimensions of the rectangle, I enable grid snap, and then I sketch a square at the size of 10 and 10. I select the square, I hold down Alt to create a copy or a duplicate. One more copy by this way. Then here we got a 60 degree angle that I wanna sketch it in the Rhino. Let us check the other images or photos. Check this out. We're gonna have such a model that we're gonna sketch it simply. I pick the polyline. Check this out, and then the less than symbol 30. Enter. Here we got a 30 degrees line. As you can see, I have adjusted the angle as 30 degrees, but about the angle of the triangle, I'm talking about here, which is 60. I extend the line till here, and then I choose or select these two squares to explode them. I start the command of extend, then I select these lines, I specify the boundary, then I extend the lines by this way. Then I select all of the lines, I start the command of trim, then I trim the extra parts like this. This is the result. After that, after the first stage was completed, that the main lines were sketched or created, then in the next diagrams, here we got a square which is highlighted in red, and it is rotated, and the dimensions of the square has changed. So I choose the polygon, then I choose 4 as the sides in the origin point by this way. Check this out. Then I wanna select these lines by this way, and then I hold down Alt to make a copy. Check this out. I move it upwards, and then in the layers, and then I right click on the layer 1. I click on change object layer. Right now I want to hide these objects, so I turn layer 1 off. After that, again in the top view, we don't need this square, we can remove it, and then here, based on this this selected square, I'm gonna modify the other geometries. As you can see, so the sides of this part are parallel to each other. So get back to Rhino. By using line from midpoint, I turn on the grid snap of midpoint. Then from the midpoint, I sketch the line like this. Then I start sketching another line from this point. Check this out. I hold down tab, and even I can move the line, but perpendicular on the another one. Then I want to mirror the selected line at the other side, like this way. Let us check the photo again. For example, this part, which is parallel to the red line, and the other part is parallel with the red line too. And in the continuation, this side is trimmed. Let me get back to the Rhino. I select the line, start the command of trim. Then I wanna trim the extra parts, the extra lines, as you can see by this way. And we can connect these two parts with each other, by using connect command. Check this out. I select these lines or these curves, Control J to join them. I show the layer 1. Then I can move the layer 1 lines downwards by this way. After that, in layer 2, in lines, I pick the vertical line, then I sketch a vertical line by this way. But the reason that I started sketching this vertical line from that intersection was, let me show you the photo again. Here, as you can see, the created line, that as you can see, it is created by blend curve. It is composed by a curve, and it is not straight. So I'm gonna use a type of a line, a vertical line toward up. So then if I blend these two lines with each other, we will have the blended curve, not the extra lines. I select the line, I make a copy, then I position it at the intersections like this by using copy. Again, I start the command of copy for the other parts of the intersections. I fill the other parts. Check this out. By the vertical line. One of them is not needed. I remove it. Well done. And then in the final stage, in the blue layer or the layer of tree, I start the command of blend curve. I specify the curves to blend. Check this out. I choose tangency for the continuity. Okay. Check this out. Tangency continuity. Okay. And others. Let's check it out. I select the curves to blend them in tangency continuity by this way. We blend these lines with each other, as you can see on the screen. Well done. And then the others. Thanks for your patience. Then I need to hide or turn off the purple layer or layer 2 or the auxiliary layer, and then I wanna extend their heights or increase the height by this way, or for instance increase the distance or gaps between them by this way, selecting and then moving at 1 unit, as you can see. So we learned that by the given processes we can create such a model, and also in the final stage I wanna create or sketch the column. Here we can sketch a rectangle, for instance like this. I hold down Alt, 90 degrees rotation, and then I position it at this height. Again, I pick the vertical line by this way, layer 2, vertical line, then I make some copies as to consider them as auxiliary lines, as you can see, and then by using blend curve command, I start it and then blend the curves. I need sharper curve, so I choose curvature and then OK. Then the other lines, curvature, continuity. Check this out. I continue blending the curve. I select the blended curves. Then in the blue layer, I'm going to associate them to the third layer, and then I can turn off the purple layer. So by this way we can design or model the main frame of the model. But in the future sessions we will learn that how to extrude these lines or convert them to surfaces and masses and other details. But at these session we're gonna just focus on lines for designing the forms, since if we wanna have great masses or forms we should at first be skilled at sketching lines and curves.
خسته نباشید.